Alright, so I'm going to be making a basic 3-egg cheese omelet. You can do a lot more complicated omelets. Obviously, you can add things, onions, ham, cheese, salsa, whatever strokes your fancy, but I'm just going to be keeping it simple for the purposes of showing basic kind of omelet technique. What I have a sort of a cheapy, basic Teflon coated metal pan. Get these at any grocery store, $10 or whatever. Use them until you see the Teflon scratching and then get rid of them because you don't want to eat Teflon. But pretty much only ever use this for cooking eggs. The thin metal heats up really fast, so that's good. And it also cools fast, so you don't have to worry about it continuing to cook your eggs and you know, get them all leathery and gross when you turn the heat off. So ideal for omelets. So I got the gas on right now. Obviously I'm cooking with a gas stove. Electric stoves may behave a little differently. Honestly, I don't know. I never use them. So ingredients: I have a mixture of cheddar and mozzarella here. I got 3 eggs, which I'm going to go ahead and just salt a bit. And pepper. Then I'm going to just mix those up. I do like to salt the eggs and pepper the eggs in advance, just so you don't end up with like all the salt coating the top or whatever. That pan is probably hot right now, so away you go. I'm just got a pat of butter. You can use oil or whatever. Butter will give it a nice sort of, you know, give that nice buttery taste and give it a nice browning on the edges. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in, and especially when you're cooking with butter, there's moisture in butter, so you hear it sizzling. Maybe you can hear it sizzling, but it will sort of sizzle as it heats up. And what you want to do is you want to wait until the butter is sort of browned, which is to say it will stop sizzling, which means all the moisture is gone, and start to turn. You don't want it to burn, obviously, but you do want it to get kind of as hot as possible. Kind of get some nice coverage there. All right, it's starting to steam, so I need to move fast. Okay, trick is, pull that up a bit. The trick with omelets and eggs in general, but especially with omelets, if you want to cook it very fast at a high temperature, you want it to kind of minimize the amount of time it's on the pan cooking, because the longer it's on there, the leathery it'll get. You want a nice light omelet. So, alright, do this, and technique for making sure this cooks well. Get in here. I'm just going to pour that in. It's going to start sizzling. And I'm going to basically be drawing this in and swirling it a little bit. As it cooks, you can kind of see it's kind of pulling it into the middle. And I swirl these eggs around. What this does is it pulls the cooked eggs out of the way and gives a space for the raw egg to get down. That'll let you cook it faster. Because again, yeah, you want this on here as little as possible. And I'm probably not doing this well, but whatever. Let's see, we're kind of getting there, and I'm screwing it up already. I'm also using kind of old eggs, which is not great. Fresher eggs you can get better. See, I was kind of making a hole there and trying to get that to fill in. At this point, I'm going to add the cheese. I mean, it seems like it's not very cooked, but really you don't want this to be overcooked. You want it to be as cooked as little as possible. And yeah, it's probably good. This is the part I always screw up. Tricky bit. It's basically you need to kind of fold it over. Oh Jesus. Okay. Well, don't do it like that. But in general, you want to kind of get it fold over, and you leave it for not very long, maybe 10 seconds or so, and then this is going all wrong, so maybe just treat this as the way not to do an omelet. I don't know. Flip it. But you see you've got this nice sort of texture, you've got this nice color. Had I done this well, which I didn't obviously because I'm on camera, this would have ended up being a nice omelet. So at this point it's done. It's like less than a minute really on the stove, which is kind of the ideal way, because you basically just want these eggs barely cooked. And yeah, like you can see, like you get this sort of this ridging. That's basically just due to the way it's pulled in. And yeah, because it was cooked for such a short amount of time, it should supposedly be nice, light, fluffy, very melty, and delicious. So we'll see. You won't see because you can't eat this. I'm going to though. So, yay.